It is time for chase race number 2 of 12 in the Gatorade Cup Series. We head to the Michigan International Speedway for the running of the Pure Michigan 400. Tyler Fink in the 21 has won the pole for today's race. To his outside second is the number 88 of Eli Bright. Then third is Max Anderson. Fourth is Alex Fletcher. Rounding out the top 5, our highest starting chaser, Derek Hamill, 32. To his outside sixth is champion Griffin Lynn. Seventh place we have another champion Cole Luigi. Another champion eighth, it's the 9 of Jeff Bright. Ninth place another chaser Anthony Nez. Another chaser Danny Lloyd rounds up the top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Vince Vintage, to his outside Luke Rainey in the 2. Then behind them, Matt Godden and chaser Cement Oskin, along with Mathis Wells and points leader Carter Freeze in the 43. Then there's Alexander Rowe and William Bolin. Behind them, Jay Jefferson and Marshall Burrow. Then chaser Levi Shones and Joe Jefferson in the 31. Behind them, TJ Hanley and Jonathan Buford. With Anton Charlebois, won here earlier in the season, needs another good result at Michigan to get a good point stage. Who's inside another chaser Jonathan Raines in the 4. Then there's Sebastian Kukulon, chaser Riley Sampson, along with Oliver Galloway and Stephen Taylor. Then there's Colton Yo and Mitchell Collins. Behind them, teammates Derek Bouchard and Jake Galloway. Galloway's in the chase. Then you have chaser Wyatt Walker and Trey Rain looking for 2 in a row in the Gatorade Cup Series, along with Trey Wright and Al Lagacy. Then there's Ann McDowell and Nathan Orman. And the final row has Roman Fenwick, who's outside his chaser Carter Joey in the 17. So there's our starting lap for the Pure Michigan 400 here at Michigan. Let's go on track time, fire the engines up for chase race number 2 of 12 in the Gatorade Cup Series season number 9.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fired up.
In the field, firing their engines up for some fast speed racing here at the Michigan International Speedway. 42 cars will roll off the starting grid. Tyler Fink and Eli Bright will lead the field to the green flag. So after Richmond, our first chase race, some drivers left feeling pretty comfortable about their chances so far. Some drivers left knowing they need good results. Drivers like Danny Lloyd, drivers like Carter Joey, Derek Hamill, along with Anthony Hernandez maybe, Anton Charlebois, and Cement Oskin. They know they have left with bad results, but drivers like Carter Friesen, Wyatt Walker, Jonathan Raines, Levi Jones, they know they left with good points days. They're going to try and continue that momentum here today, while others try to gain momentum in this chase. We're only one race in, so a lot can change here over the course of the next 11 races. 30 laps here at Michigan. Tyler Fink, Eli Bright front row for the Pure Michigan 400 in Season 9. Pace car to pit road. We saw last lap pass win this race earlier in the season. It was Anton Charlebois who will look for the Michigan sweep here this season. To the green flag. Green flag. We're racing in the Pure Michigan 400. Tyler Fink gets away. That was a very spread out start to this race. I don't think anyone expected Fink to go when he did. And it was a dry race, lead lap 1. Hamill inside, Fink outside. I think they gave it to the 21 to lead lap 1 from the pole. To the inside, Derek Hamill now going to take it in turn 1. He has Cole Luigi behind the 42, looking low in turn 1. Here comes Code, the 42, battling back. Up to the wall goes Max Harrison, into it a little bit there. Comes down to the 9 of Jeff Bright. They're scattering down the backstretch, 3 and 4 wide. They save it though. Cole Luigi out in front, turn 3. But look at Vince. Vince, an aggressive move, 3 wide to the bottom lane. 95, 42, 32, 3 wide for the lead off turn 4. Give it to Vince Vinta, down off corner number 4 to the start-finish line. 95 will lead the lap. Here comes Alex Fletcher, the 72. The 41, Matt Godden, the 2, Luke Rainey. The front 2 right now have never won Gatorade Cup Series races. To head off into turn 1, these fast speeds over 200 miles an hour off into the corners. Fast speeds through the corners and aggressiveness off turn 2. That's where we see most of the crashes happen here at Michigan. Cars scrape the wall, but we keep it green for now. Alex Fletcher, 72, inside Vince Vinta, the 95, 3 wide. Comes Luke Rainey, the 2 down low. It's been a bad season for the 2 Luke Rainey. He wants a win to turn it around. Wants another Gatorade Cup Series trophy after seeing his brother win last race at Richmond. They look 3 wide for the lead. Luke Rainey down low. Vince Vinta got a great burst of momentum on the outside. He keeps it to the outside, turn 1, push from Alexander to the 2. Gets Luke clear, now into the wall. Points at her Carter Freeze and dropping back to 43. He's on the outside too. Watch for him to bang off the wall and come down into someone. He does do that, but doesn't come down into anyone. But that was our points there, falling back through the field. Carter Friesen. Remember back in Season 5, he had an aggressive crash in this race, in this chase race. He knows what it's like to be on both ends of the stick here in Michigan. He won here in Season 5 and then wrecked hard here in Season 5. Out in front, Luke Rainey in the 2 will lead lap number 4. Jonathan Rains, Jay Jefferson, Sebastian Kukla on the bottom lane coming forward. They're packed 3x3 off into turn 1. Here comes Jefferson for second on Rains. Yeah, I'm nervous with how Alexander Rowe is up to the track. That could be a crash right there. Double zero. Down off the wall. Somehow still green for now. We're going to make it another lap. I think we're going to make another lap. It's Luke Rainey out in front. Jay Jefferson moves away to second. Sebastian Kukla on the 1 will go for third. Here comes Matt Oskin. He's right now trying to be our highest here to get ahead of Jonathan Rains. The 4 is on the outside. The 4 is on the inside. Here comes Jefferson with the run to Luke Rainey. That's halted as Kukla moved inside. The 1 car, good burst of momentum. He'll get to second into turn 1. That was a great move by Kukla on there to get low. Now look on Luke Rainey in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Sebastian Kukla and Luke Rainey side by side for the lead off turn 2. And Carter Joey, the 17, started for his second. Hasn't shown the pace this weekend here at Michigan and is losing the draft back in the field. So it's been a tough weekend so far for the 17 car. Kukla will come out front and lead. Matt Oskin, the 47 right now, our highest chaser, moves to second. Colton Yo, the 99, has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. He's up to third. It's Albert Galway, the 6, his pusher. Here comes Trey Rainey, the 51. We mentioned won at Richmond last race, out looking for his second straight Gatorade Cup Series victory. If he gets here today, he would tie with his brother Luke for the third most wins in Joe Rutt League history. Oh, into the wall back there. Fletcher bouncing off. Around goes the 72. He gets Mitchell Collins in the process. Griffin lands well. Yellow flag for the first time. 3 cars get damaged down the backstretch. As they race back now, Matt Oskin leads. Here comes Oliver Galway with his 6 trying to lead them back. Who will be at the start-finish line? Oskin, Galway, drag racing back to the line. Give it to the 6. Oliver Galway back in front. He'll lead at the caution flag. Matt Oskin, Trey Rainey are top 3 as well. So our first yellow of the race comes out in lap number 8 as a wicked spin down the backstretch for Mitchell Collins, for Griffin Lynn, for Alex Fletcher, the 72, the first one really to cause that. He bounced off the wall a few times. We do got a few cars with damage here after caution number 1. Let's see the reason for our first yellow of the race. Alex Fletcher got up the racetrack, the 72, out of line right here. He'll impact the wall of turn number 2 right there. He'll get down to Vince Vintage, puts him back up to the wall, then down into Griffin Lynn, who spins him down to Mitchell Collins. 14 takes a wicked spin, 72 up off the ground low right here as the 7 gets into him. Fletcher on 2 wheels, gets it back going. Lynn slams on the brakes. He does get some damage. Mitchell Collins spins down to the inside, but overall, not too bad for everyone involved. Alex Fletcher definitely gets the most damage through all that. Heavy damage to both ends of that race car. For Griffin Lynn, he should have some front end damage, and Mitchell Collins might have some right side damage. But overall, that could have been a lot worse for these drivers. And we see all the chasers. Jake Galway standing on the brakes. He missed it. Carter Friesen was back here. Anton Charlebois, Danny Lloyd, Carter Joey. I mean, there were a lot of chasers back here that could have been involved if something went wrong there in some other way. So Matt Oskin and Oliver Galway drag race back to the start-finish line. They gave it to the 6 at the start-finish line. So Oliver Galway with the race lead here in Michigan. He'll lead us at the green flag and the Pure Michigan 400. The field pacing down the backstretch will take the green flag with 19 laps of racing to go on lap number 12. All 42 cars left on the racetrack, so no one retired from that crash. So there's only 3 cars really going spinning. No real hard contact to cause someone to retire from the race. But it's Oliver Galway, the 6, leading here in Michigan. Behind him in second is chaser Matt Oskin. Third is Trey Rainey looking for his second straight. Fourth is Colton Yo. And Trey Wright rounds out the top 5. He's also never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. Behind him in 6, William Bullen. 7th is Luke Rainey. Jonathan Buford 8th. Sebastian Kukla on 9th, and Jonathan Rains, our next highest chaser, inside the top 10. Jeff Bright, Koluigi, a few champions, 11th and 12th. A veteran, Jay Jefferson, in 13th. Riley Sampson, a chaser, in 14th. And Nathan Warren rounds at the top 15th. Marshall Burrow, here comes chaser Levi Shones. He's coming up through the field. Matt Gagne, Lap Bright, and Derek Bouchard are the top 20 restarters. With 19 laps of racing to go in the Pure Michigan 400, that's enough time to get another caution or 2, as we've seen some craziness already at Michigan. Expect more of that throughout the later part of this race. Pace car to pit road. Where's Oliver Galway choose to restart this race? He can go anytime now, as they'll step on the gas later in the restart zone. We're back racing here in Michigan, and we saw Fink go really soon on the initial start of the race. Right here in this restart, Oliver Galway waited until the last possible instant to go. So the 6 car playing some games here on this restart. So Matt Oskin had Trey Rainey to push on the 51. Looked like he could have looked low, but Oskin made sure that didn't happen. Now the 47 got a good run to the 6. Can he take it to the inside? 3 wide the race. That's Jonathan Rains falling back to 4. One of our chasers up top 3 wide. As here comes to Matt Oskin. Bullen top to bottom in the 3, looking low to try to get to the top 5. Matt Oskin coming to 18 to go. He's clearing the race lead. Behind him in second is the 99 Colton Yo. William Bullen the 3 as well. So a few drivers who want Gatorade Cup Series win badly. Oskin leads with 18 to go. Colton Yo, William Bolin inside lane for them two. And Jonathan Buford as well. It's been a long time for the 62 since he's visited victory lane. He's another veteran of the Gatorade Cup Series. He's up inside the top 5. He'll move to third off turn 2. Colton Yo clear, but now has William Bolin inside with 3 cars. Side by side, here they come down the backstretch. William Bolin inside, Colton Yo has a push on Jonathan Buford in the 62 down low. Now Buford, does he look 3 wide? I thought he was gonna, but the 3 I think stays clear of that. William Bolin will come off turn 4. He'll lead lap number 13, come to 17 to go. Jonathan Buford inside, as Luigi behind him in the 42, and the 2 CGR cars, Luigi and Kukulon, are there, nose to tail on the inside to turn number 1. Can they try and help each other out? Buford in the clear, he's leading, but now Luigi inside the 42. They race side by side down the backstretch. Luigi inside, help from his teammate Kukulon on the 1. Riley Sampson, a chaser, coming forward right now, our highest chaser. He would get 12 points towards the points. Now, the teammates from Trip Ganassi Racing. Luigi and Sebastian Kukulon run 1-2 with 16 to go. But the 1 takes it to the inside. He wants to lead away from his teammate Luigi off to turn 1. They're side by side. Riley Sampson, Levi Jones down the bottom lane. The 92 coming forward. And for Levi, he's been quietly consistent this season. He's been one of the better ones this season, though. He's looking inside. He'll move to third down the backstretch. And the field has spread out. And it's the 2 of Luke Rain with an issue to the apron. He'll go. So once again, another good day for Luke Rainey. Gone south with an issue that's been the epitome of this season for the driver of the 2 of Luke Rainey. And that's spread the field out now. Levi Jones will lead at halfway. 15 to go, and the Pure Michigan Ford Chaser leads it. But now Jeff Wright, the 9, wants a piece of this lead. He'll go to the inside turn 1. Back on the 41 with them. But right now at the front of the field, there's not that many cars. 18 have spread away from 19th on back, who were slow because of the issues from the 2 of Luke Rainey. But if we get a yellow flag, which I don't think the yellow is going to happen back here, although it could happen in that second pack, but it would have to happen at this front pack because they are racing pretty aggressive and they are pretty clumped together. Matt Godin will move to the front off turn 4. 41 car to lead. Derek Bouchard inside the 20. Here comes Anthony Hernandez, the 48. Came in as the highest seeded chaser and had a really dismal performance at Richmond after finishing second earlier in the season there. So Hernandez wants redemption to have a good result here, but he's forced 3 wide middle by Alexi, the 38, down low. Colton back down the bottom lane, the 99. Here they come off turn 2 and down the back. 18 cars packed together. And then you got 3 more, and then another big pack back there, which is Snarling, trying to get up here to this front pack, but that's not going to happen unless the yellow comes out. Coming to 13 to go this time by, it's all Alexi now at the front of the field. Colton the 99 behind him, as here comes the 99 looking low. Trey Rainey is pushing the 51. Now Trey looks 3 wide. Comes Trey, but I think he let that 99 line. He wants to have someone in front of him. Luke Rain off pit road base, multiple laps down. Matt Godin outside wall for him. He'll drop back. Colton Yo now for the lead off turn 2. He'll take it. Go to the front, and the Pure Michigan 400 again. Godin bounced off the wall and will drop back and might lose the draft. Luke Rain now coming off pit road. That could be dangerous for these drivers that are coming up onto him in that snarling pack. Hanley, Galloway, Jefferson the first to catch. Luke Rain stays low in the 2, smart there. But now he's going to catch Danny Lloyd behind him. He left right around the outside. And now 4 cars break away from pack as Luke Rain tries to get up to speed in the 2 car. He'll move high. So no incident there. Trying to get around the 2 Luke Rainey. It's a tough break for the 2. He had a good car going. And he's out of it. Trey Rainey, the 51. Luke's brother. He'll move to the front, down the backstretch. Come to 11 to go. Here comes Nathan Norman. He's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. It's today the day for the driver of the 24. Hedrick Motorsports has 3 cars in this front pack with a shot. Nathan Orman to lead off turn 4 will come and lead with 11 to go. So Matt Osgood, one of our chasers, the 47. He'll look low. He'll get to second. Oliver Galloway, the 6 by him, looks low. They're almost 4 wide for second position. Comes Oliver. He's a push from Jonathan Buford off to the first corner. It's Oliver Galloway, the 6. He'll move to the front. So he gets inside Nathan Orman. And Matt Gunn forward. Remember, he bounced off the wall pretty hard. He's losing the draft now in the 41 car. Oh, there they go! The 1, the 37 towards the inside wall! And now he might come back up. Watch for this as he comes up the racetrack. He has just taken out some cars. Kukulon the 1 is in it. Anthony has the 40 as well. Now that second pack, where are they at? They're slowing it down. Friesen drives around to get points. Oh my goodness! Car Joey tried to do the same, and now we got hard contact. Cars are everywhere in turns 3 and 4. Wyatt Walker, a chaser. Carter Joey, a chaser. Anthony Nez, a chaser. Jonathan Rains, and Charles Bois. A lot of chasers involved, and Jonathan Buford leads with 10 to go in the yellow flag. That was crazy. Caution out with 10 to go. We will have a late race restart here in Michigan, but hard damage Roman Fenway, Carter Joey, Wyatt Walker, Hernandez, Burrow, Luke Rainey, Jay Jefferson, Adam McDowell, Mathis Wells, Anton Charbois, Jonathan Rains. There's Sebastian Kukul on the one on the apron. Max Anderson, Alex Fletcher, possibly Alexander Rowe, and some others. As that was a massive crash. Griffin Lynn, the 7 will be done. Carter Friesen, our points leader, gained a ton of spots there. Driving on the outside is currently 15th now in the 43 car. Colton Yo, the 99, hard damage. But our second yell of the day comes out. John Beeford the lead, but let's see what happened. Marshall Burrow spun inside. He saved his car, but then came back up into the field and caused a massive pileup in turns 3 and 4. Watch for what triggers this incident right here. So watch this top side with the 51 to 3. I think one of them scrapes off the wall. It's the 3 Bullen. He comes off the wall. Hernandez up and spins the 37 down, or spun the 3 down into the 42, into the 1, then down to the 37. Around goes Burrow after being hooked by Kukul. He saves his car now, but he stays in the gas, and he's so far out that he's going to come back up and wipe someone out. We're lucky he didn't wipe the whole front of the field out. Right here he comes up. He'll catch Sebastian Kukul on the 1 right there. Up the racetrack. There you go. Hernandez barely collected. Alexi did a great job. The 38 get by Colton Yo, nowhere to go on the 99. He'll get hit by Matt Gon right there. But then they come out the wall and chaos erupts here at the front of the field. So cars try to get by. They try to get low. And I think this all started really the second part of this crash because Friesen drove around the outside. Chasers are saying, hey, I can do that. Then Fenway hits the 37 up to the 17. They go. And then Griffin Lynn, right there, there's Wyatt Walker. Derek Hamill. Or Anthony Charbois, excuse me, that wasn't Hamill. There's the 32. 18, 12, 13, 10, 2, 22. All of Penske. There's Joe Jefferson, Anton Charbois, Jonathan Rains, the 4. Hernandez, Walker. Vince Vintage, Jay Jefferson stopped on the apron, the 78 car. That was craziness. A junkyard in turns 3 and 4. I have to wonder if Burrow I know it's just a coincidence that he came back up into the 1, but you have to wonder if he thought that maybe the 1 was the one that spun out, but definitely just bad timing there. But you'll see Friesen, he drives around the outside pretty fast. He gains so many spots doing that. I think Car Joey sees that and says, I'm going to do that. But then the 13 runs into the 37. That really causes the second part of this crash to erupt. If, the 37 didn't get hit by the 17 right there, maybe all these cars wouldn't be involved. But then that happened, and we have a lot of torn up race cars here at Michigan. We're going to be coming to a restart with about 5 to go. One more look at it down the backstretch. Right there, 3 bounce off the wall, down to the 48, down to the 42, and the 1. The 1 up into the 37, spins Burrow around. He saves his car, however, when he comes back up, that's where the chaos erupts. He comes back up, he'll catch Kukul on the 1, into Anthony Ness, into the 99 Colton Yo. Matt Gon hits the 99. Now 37 slides down the racetrack. Roman Fenway, the 13, will come in and hit him. You can see some drivers did a great job. They got slowed down, stopped like Hanley. Some of these drivers came flying in, and there was really no reason to come flying in like that. And look at Carter Joey take that hard brunt of the impact. The 17 car took a nasty ride for being hit by the 2 Luke Rain. He got up off the ground. So look again. Carter Joey had a bad start to the chase. It's going to continue here. A lot of these chasers back here are having bad starts, and they're going to have more bad starts. After the big one erupts in turns 3 and 4. And second and third in points, Jonathan Rains and Wyatt Walker are both involved. That could open the door for someone like Levi Shones, who's up at the front of the pack to try and take some points away. It's Jonathan Beeford, the 62 non-chaser with the race. He wants his first win of the Gatorade Cup Series in quite some time. Jonathan Beeford leads the Pure Michigan Forwarder. Coming to the restart will be with about 6 to go here in Michigan. Coming back to the restart will be with 6 laps of racing to go, so we do have a chance for another yellow flag and another restart if we get one immediately after this restart. Luke Rain, the 2's out. This just been an unlucky season for the 2 of Luke. He's had such good race cars, just not being able to finish it out. Always caught up in someone else's mess or some unfortunate incident to his car. Wyatt Walker will be the lowest finishing chaser. Car Joey, the next one of those. Then Fenway, then Burrow. There's Hernandez, another chaser. Matt Godin, Sebastian Kukul, Mathis Wells. 33 cars on the racetrack. Hopefully we do not catch any of them in the final 6 laps. Jonathan Beeford, the 62, out in front trying to win in the Gatorade Cup Series again. Behind him is second Oliver Galway. Jeff Bright's been a long time since he's visited victory lane for a points race in the Gatorade Cup Series. He'll be 3rd. Nathan Orr has never won the Gatorade Cup Series in 4th. And Samet Oskin, one of our chasers, in 5th. Then Trey Wright. Trey Rain looking for 2 in a row. William Bullen, Cole Luigi, and Al Laxley. There's chaser Levi Shones, chaser Riley Sampson, and points leader Car Friesen inside the top 15 with a shot. And 3 of the Hendrick cars inside the top 20 with a shot. And how's Colton Yo doing this restart? 99 should be slower. Does he get high to get out of the way of the 4-3? 6 to go in Michigan. Jonathan Beeford steps on the gas. We are back racing in the Pure Michigan 400. Now let's see. 43 went high in the 99. 99 stayed low, so we're going to have to get around the outside. Colton Yo. Jonathan Buford emerges. The front 5 do. Trey Wright in 6 spun the tires. Backs those drivers up, but do they get a run down the draft? 9-9 moves high, but slowed some drivers up. Some big names, Jake Galloway and Derek Hamill, that he held up. Front few get away. Jonathan Buford leading. Nathan Orman, the 24. He'll move to 2nd. Matt Oskin, the 47 to 3rd. Here comes Orman for the lead down the front stretch. Got good around the draft with 5 to go. A yellow flag went in the race now at Michigan. 5 laps remain, 10 miles left in the Pure Michigan 400. Here comes Matt Oskin, chaser looking low. He wants to see in case a yellow comes out. Matt Oskin moves to the front. Down the backstretch, side by side with Nathan Orman. Here comes Trey Wright to help in the 34. Trey Wright as well, the 51 coming forward. Here comes Cole Luigi, the 42. He'll look low. Alexi, the 38 down in line. Riley Sampson, the 15 coming forward. Another one of our chasers. Here they come off turn 4 to C4 to go. Oskin now shoveled out. Trey Wright inside the 34 has help from the other Trey. That's Rainey. 4 to go now. Trey Wright, the 34. He'll be clear in turn 1. Now does Trey Wright make the move? Here comes Trey Rainey. He'll look inside the 34 off turn 2 and down the backstretch side by side. Eli Bright may bounce off the wall. He'll drop back a little bit in the 88 car. Now Cole Luigi up high as Alexi the 38 moves low. Riley Sampson the 15, 3 wide. And right there he moves to the highest chaser. 12 points at the moment for the 15, but can he hold on over the other chasers in this pack? Here they come to 3 to go. Alexi and the 38 to the inside. Riley Sampson the 15 with them pushing him. Does the 15 make a move on that Legacy? 3 wide in the pack. Remember, yellow flag at this point would end the race. These drivers have to know that because look how they're racing. 3 wide towards the back of the field. We're keeping it clean for now. Riley Sampson, push from William Bolin. He'll get beneath the 38 to turn 3. Now Bolin 3 wide. Here comes the 3 car, 3 wide for William Bolin. He'll move to the front in 3 and 4, but is it too early for the 3? Here they come to 2 laps to go this time by. Alex outline the 38, drops back 3 wide. 2 to go in the Pure Michigan 400. Derek Bouchard wants a win. He has not won this season. Derek Bouchard, the veteran of the Gatorade Cup Series. Here's the driver who started on pole, Tyler Fink. 38 into the wall, drops back. Derek Bouchard, 20 car, leads, moves high now. Gives the bomb to Tyler Fink. How about Levi Schultz, 92, looking low. 3 wide for the driver of the 92. Jonathan Buford, the 62, is well coming forward. Remember, these two, the 92 and the 62, were side by side to the win in the Brickyard. Here they come. The final 2 miles of the Pure Michigan 400. White flag is up. Final lap for Levi Schultz. Can Jonathan Buford get there, or can someone else win it? Off to turn number 1. Jonathan Buford, the 62, looking low on Levi Schultz. Here comes Carter Friesen, the 43, out of nowhere. Side by side, down the backstretch, Buford inside. Levi Schultz outside. Where's Oliver Gow in the 6 go? Can he make a move? Jonathan Buford to turn number 3 is still side by side. The 92 falls back. Now can Oliver Galloway get a run off turn 4? Here they come to the start-finish line. Buford is clearing the 62, and no contest. Checker flag is up. The Gatorade Cup Series favorite will get to victory lane again. Buford wins in Michigan. Jonathan Buford, perseverance pays off. He'll win again the Gatorade Cup Series, this time at Michigan in the Pure Michigan 400 over Oliver Galloway, Levi Schultz, and Carter Friesen. What a great ending that was. We saw lead changes there at the end, hard racing, and right there, Jonathan Buford wins in the 62 by a little more than half a car length. And how about this? I think Carter Friesen edges Levi Schultz at the line. The 43 once again, 12 points. Max points so far in the first 2 races for Carter Friesen. Great results for the driver of the 43. Let's go see the finish results and the chase standings after race 2. Here's how they finished in the Pure Michigan 400 at the Michigan International Speedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps here today, and 19 lead changes. 16 different drivers saw the lead at some point in the race. And it's Jonathan Buford, the 62. He had one of the better cars here today. He showed at the end by winning by just under half a tenth over Oliver Galloway in the 6, who ends up second. Carter Friesen, for the 2nd chase race in a row, is the highest finishing chaser and extends his points lead with a 3rd place finish. Levi Schultz stays with him though with a 4th place finish, and Nathan Orman rounds out the top 5 to 24. Eli Bright just behind him in 6th. Tyler Fink from the pole in 7th. Trey Wright 8th. Derek Bouchard 9th. And Riley Simpson, the next highest chaser, inside the top 10. As we look at the top 23 chasers, finished top 10 here today. And it was really just do good or bust for chasers here today. We had 3 inside the top 10, then the others really faltered. Wyatt Walker had a DNF. Carter Joey had a DNF. Danny Lloyd had a bad day. So we had a lot of chasers down towards the bottom of the points, or down towards the bottom of the finishing results here today in Michigan. Buford led the most laps and ended up winning the race anyway. 21st on down, Jake Galloway. Once again, just a mediocre race for the 11 team, but they're keeping themselves in the hunt for now, not having bad races, just mediocre ones so far at the start, but they have to do better than that if they want to try and get to the championship. 33 cars finished the race running. Danny Lloyd the last in the 19. As you look down here, Enta Charles is well down here. And you look down, Anthony Naz retired. Danny Lloyd was down here. Carter Joey and Wyatt Walker as well. Other chasers that had bad days. At the right side are the point stands in Carl Friesen. Max points so far in the chase. He got 12 at Richmond, 12 here at Michigan. He holds the points lead, but it's Levi Schoen's hot in his tail. Schoen's had a great season. He's only 4 points behind Carter Friesen. For Friesen, he did the same thing in season number 7. He came out of nowhere in the chase and did pretty well against the driver who's maybe the best all season, TJ Hanley, but Hanley got back in the last race at Homestead. So Friesen, has he learned from season 7 to keep something like that from happening? Because Schoen's obviously been one of the better ones of the season. Friesen's kind of come on later in the season. If we look down others like Riley Sampson, Jonathan Rains, they're still there. They're actually tied at 18 points. Jake Galloway, 13 points. He's kind of right there in the middle. So Matt Oskin has 14 points. And then some drivers like Carter Joey only has 4 points. Anton Charbois, 9 points. Derek Hamill, 10 points. Danny Lloyd, only 5. And Anthony Naz only 9. So, I mean, for some of these drivers, they've had some bad starts to the chase. And one of them that I'm really surprised about, Anthony Naz, came in as the number 1 seed. He's dropped big time so far in the points at the start of this chase. So he has to hope they can get something going on for later on in the season. They still have 10 chase races left, so a lot left. We're only 2 races in. A lot, you know, Carter Friesen could get up 12th in the points with how wild this system is. So you never know what might come of the chase in the next few races, but next race should be another crazy chase race. We go short track racing in Newton, Iowa. We go to the Iowa Speedway for the Dr. Pepper 400. I will see you guys then.